What's up, guys? Invader1 here again, and this time with a weapons review. Guys, I have the Valiant 10, absolutely. Now, this is the reason why you guys are going to hate me, not just because I got the Valiant 10, but I've had it for about 2 weeks now. I know, guys. It's alright, bring on the hate. I know you're wondering why I'm only showing this now, but, I figured it's about time to make you guys a little jealous. Since I don't have all the other weapons maxed out, I might as well show something off here. But really, in all honesty, I wanted to show you guys how to use this gun. It's really, really good. And now I want to apologize about the gameplay. The gameplay is going to be longer than normal. It's about 27 minutes. It's a long gameplay only because I'm just pretty much just using this gun on platinum and just trying to rape everything with it. So that's the reason why. So guys, it's a little longer, but all I do is nothing but use the Valiant, okay? I wanted to make sure I keep the review pure, that I'm not just nuking stuff on wave 8 and, trying to make the gameplay shorter. I am just going through the Valiant. Now, what I like to do with the Valiant, I like to use the sniper rifle thermal clip just to increase the spare shot capacity. And this gun does not have, from what I can tell, from what I've read, it doesn't have a natural armor piercing capability, so you do have to use something like the sniper rifle high velocity barrel. If you do not have that, which I do recommend, by the way, if you do not have that, then you should definitely go with the sniper rifle piercing mod. On this gameplay, I use this puppy. Alright, so that's what I go for. If you do not have the spare shot capacity, then you can use some of the thermal scopes if you want. With the Geth Infiltrator, I don't need this, that's why I'm not using it. The ultralight material is not even necessary for an infiltrator, so that's fine. So that's pretty much the way I want to go, okay? So for the Valiant 10 or the Valiant 1 or whatever, you're going to want to go spare shot capacity and sniper rifle high velocity barrel. Now, what kind of characters do you want to use this with? What I recommend are characters like let's go over here. This is my favorite character for the Valiant. Okay, the N7 Destroyer. But you can also use the Valiant with caster characters because the Valiant is really light. If you can see, even just with this guy, I got a plus 90% power recharge. It's not the best, but it's still pretty light. And that's also if I take off the heavy barrel. Let's go take that off and just put the regular one. We're looking at 140, so it's very light. You can definitely use this on casters, okay? So that, for example, that would be in Asari Vanguard to use stasis. So it's very good to like stasis a character and just snipe him in the head, or Asari Adept or Volus Adept who has stasis, and then you could just shoot a Phantom in the head with the Valiant. Now, the Valiant itself is a little weak in comparison to other snipers. I actually prefer the Black Widow, but a gun like this is still really good with characters that have a high rate of fire. That's why I like the Destroyer, I like the Geth Infiltrator for this gun, and I also like the Geth Engineer because of Geth Hunter mode. And some of the things that this gun kind of needs a little bit of help, but as you can see in this gameplay with a build like this, and I will show you my build because I know you guys are going to ask for it. For the Geth Infiltrator, I do take advantage of all these bonuses to make the gun a lot better. Now, here in this gameplay, even though this is platinum, that's why I want to apologize ahead of time. This is platinum gameplay, and it takes really long because all I use was the gun. But to try to make it enhance it even better, I'm using the tactical cloak bonuses, so I do get 80% there, the proxy mine, the hunter mode, and my network AI. That's why all these bonuses with the GI, the Geth Infiltrator, actually make it better. Let me go through the build, because even though this is a weapons review, I know you guys are going to ask for it. For this GI, this is a no fitness build. I go for damage on rank 4 for tac cloak, recharge speed on rank 5, and sniper damage on rank 6, so I get that additional 25% damage while cloak. So it's not just 80% damage with the tactical cloak, okay? I get 105% damage bonus. So just think of that. Now with the proxy mine, I have set on radius to debuff multiple enemies, and this is very important. Damage taken rank 5. This is why I'm cloaking, proxy mine, and then shooting. So like that, it's just a massive amount of damage, and then a recharge speed in rank 6 because I want to use it faster. For Geth Hunter mode, okay, I go for power recharge here, but it's fine. I go for power recharge, but you can go for weapon accuracy. This is good for if you got you have a piranha build. Accuracy is great. Rate of fire. You definitely want rate of fire. That's to make the gun shoot a lot faster, and you will see that in this gameplay. And damage. so I could get more damage. I want as much damage as possible. For the network AI, I do go for weapon damage, I do go for headshots, and I do go for more weapon damage. So that's why this build is extremely powerful. Let's go into the gameplay. I'm going to talk a little bit more. Now, what's funny is that the Valiant was one of the first promotional weapons that I did get out of these operation weekends that we've been having for the last few months. Now, it's pretty clear that we're not going to have any more operation weekends, which is a little disappointing. But obviously, the operation weekends gave us some bonuses, which were promotional weapons. And since now the promotional weapons are available in the store, then I guess there's no reason to have any more Operation Weekends. Now, I do want to talk about that a little bit, not to promote the group, not to just promote them because they are a group that I'm a part of, but before I go into the weapon, just letting you guys know if you guys are a little bored in regards to the on the weekends, meaning you guys miss the Operation Weekends, and you guys want a little bit of a challenge with the game. There is a group that I'm a part of called N7 Spec Ops. They're not a clan, okay? They're not a clan. They're just a social Mass Effect group. They do operations on the weekends, and they've been doing it for quite some time. A lot of you guys know that, and that's actually one of the reasons why I named my channel N7 Spec Ops. Because it's, started off with that group, and I wanted to help them out and support them and all that. And I'm a part of that group as well as part of the Spectre group, which is an elite Xbox Mass Effect 3 group. And that's a whole different kind of group. But the N7 Spec Ops group, I'll put a link in the description. They do operations on the weekends, and if you still want to do operations and you want to do some fun stuff, I mean, they do some crazy things. They're all challenges, and pretty much a lot of the challenges that you guys put out here, they actually do. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that you can do. So if you miss the operation weekends, that you can actually play with this group, and everybody's doing the operations and challenges and all that, and you can do it on platinum, gold, silver, even bronze difficulty, depending on what you're most comfortable with. So at least you'll still get the feel of having an operation weekend. It's pretty much every weekend or every other weekend that the group gets together to do these operations. So I just wanted to put that out there, get it out of the way, so you guys can see. If you need a group to play with Mass Effect 3 and do some operations with, do some challenges with, then that's definitely a group that I would recommend. They're really good. The founder of it was is Hudson N7, and it's a really cool guy, and he definitely has a lot of respect for me and a lot of the other members. Really great guy from the UK, and and that's all I have to say about that. Now, in regards to the Valiant. The Valiant is a really, really good gun. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is a good gun, but it's not the greatest. It's not the greatest sniper rifle in the game. It's not. And you would think because it's a promotional gun, it would be extremely powerful. It is not. It is actually. I would say that the Black Widow definitely beats this gun in the sense of raw power and strength. I would actually prefer the Black Widow over this gun when it comes to just taking out enemies in one or two shots. I mean, not that the Black Widow takes them out in one or two shots, but I would say maybe on gold you could take out a Marauder in about maybe one or two headshots, depending on which character you have. If you have tech cloak bonuses or a proxy mine like this guy, you can definitely just one shot enemies left and right. Now, mind you, I am playing in platinum, so the enemies are going to be tankier. And sometimes you're going to see that I am shooting right at the head of some of the Marauders and then not dying right away. That takes two shots to the head, and don't get scared about that. On gold, they will go down. All right. The thing is that here on platinum, they have quite a bit of armor. The enemies are tankier, so it takes a little bit more. But even then, here in this difficulty, the Valiant does a really good job. And again, I just want to repeat, this I would say is one of the best sniper rifles in the game, but it's not the best. I will say that the Black Widow beats this gun in the sense of raw power. And you can see it in the damage when you look at the damage bars in comparison to both guns. The Black Widow definitely trumps this gun. Now, this gun trumps the Black Widow in another way, though. Fine, if you know how to reload cancel, that's great. You can use the Black Widow. You get your 3 shots, and you're fine. Now, with this gun, what's great about it is that you not only get multiple shots, but it is super fast. Even without the Geth Infiltrator, even without a Geth Engineer, the other characters, for example, the casters, will still be able to shoot this gun pretty quickly. Okay, this is not. I mean, yes, I have the rate of fire bonuses with the Valiant on with the Geth Infiltrator, so that is, obviously the gun will be a lot faster because of the rate of fire bonuses that I get with this character, or with the N7 Destroyer, or with the Geth Engineer, etc., etc. But the gun itself it still has a really good rate of fire, and that's where this gun does better than the Black Widow. It's the rate of fire. It's much faster. You get quite a few shots, which is a good thing. Depending on the character, you're using the destroyer. Sometimes you get 4 shots. The same thing with the Geth Infiltrator here. There are times I get 4 shots, and that in itself can save you, depending on the situation. For example, here, Geth Pyros on Platinum, especially, and on Gold are ridiculous. You're gonna want as many shots available to you as possible if your gun is not too powerful. So as you can see here, I'm making sure that I stay away from the Geth Pyros because they totally destroy me. But with a sniper like the Valiant, sniper rifle like this, it is really good to have that many shots on my barrel, and at the same time the rate of fire being so quickly. So this is a really good gun. If you have already gotten it from the packs, I definitely recommend it if you're playing like on, especially even silver. If you're a silver player, this is a really good gun for you because the enemies, the amount of health and armor that they have on silver, this gun truly destroys. Because when I first got this gun, I was still playing silver, I believe. I think I was a silver player at the time. So when I was playing silver, this gun was totally tearing it up. I thought the Valiant was the best sniper rifle in the game because I was playing in silver. And mind you, when I got to gold, it is still really good. The only thing is that on gold, since the enemies are tankier, they take a little bit more to take them down. You have to use other bonuses, just like I'm using here. And that's why at the same time, I don't want you guys to get confused. All right, some people may look at this gameplay and be like, "Oh my God, the Valiant is so overpowered." No, it's not. It's actually really not overpowered at all. It really isn't. If you're not using these kind of bonuses like I am, I'm playing smart here, right? Then the gun it can seem a little underwhelming, especially due to the fact that it is a promotional weapon. You kind of expect more from it. And if you're not using, a build like this, or a character that can take advantage of the rate of fire bonuses, if you're not using specific ammo types, then you are going to be a little disappointed. And I am going to talk about ammo types in a moment because that's very important with this gun. Now, the gun is not overpowered. Alright, I will tell you that much. I don't think there's anyone who would ever say that the Valiant is overpowered. And actually, they'll probably feel like it's a little underpowered and may need a buff. But see, the reason why this gun is probably never going to get buffed, and it's not just because the developers are no longer doing updates, but regardless of that, I mean, regardless of the obvious, let's say they were still making balance changes. Well, the gun itself, due to the fact that it is very light, that compensates for the fact that it is not as powerful, and the fact that it has more shots than other single shot sniper rifles. You still have some benefits with this gun. Now, what are other ways that you can make this gun a little better? Okay, yes, I am here using a gear bonus, which is a sniper rifle amp 5. So that gives me an additional 15% damage bonus on the sniper rifle. I am using a sniper rifle rail amp 3. Obviously, again, I get another additional, I don't even remember the percentage, but I do get an additional weapon damage on the sniper rifle due to the fact that I'm using sniper rifle rail amp 3. And if I'm checking it correctly, the sniper rifle rail amp 3, I believe, let me see, gives you an additional 30% sniper rifle damage just for one mission. Now let's talk about ammo types. I really love Incendiary ammo. Incendiary ammo is really, really good. It's just one of the best ammo types out there in this game. But I don't recommend it for this gun if you're gonna play on platinum. Okay, if you're gonna play on platinum for this gun, I mean, yes, incendiary ammo is great. It is good. Okay, it is good, but I don't recommend it. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why because you need a little bit more weapon damage. This gun does lag from weapon damage, so by using a gear bonus that adds more sniper rifle damage, by using the sniper rifle rail amp, and then adding on top of that an ammo type that gives you more weapon damage, it will truly help. Now, what are some of the ammo types that I do recommend? Okay, on this gameplay, I am using warp rounds. Warp rounds are, I would say, one of the best ammo types for this gun because it adds an additional damage bonus of 60% for Warp Rounds 4. And that's what I'm using here, for Warp Rounds 4. And I know you guys are, oh, Invader, I don't have Warp Rounds 4. I'm not as wealthy in credits as you are, Invader. Oh, you silly Invader. But you know what? Even if you have Warp Rounds 3, it's an additional 35% damage bonus. Warp Rounds 2 is 25%. Warp Rounds 1 is plus 15%. So, if you're playing on Platinum, I would recommend Warp Rounds. Now, another set of ammo types that you will like will be Phasics. Now, the reason I'm not a big fan of Phasic rounds for this sniper rifle it's because again, I still feel like you need more damage. And yes, the phasic rounds, they do give you some kind of damage bonuses, and they do help break through the shield gate. Don't get me wrong, that's a good thing. But again, this gun is a little underwhelming on platinum. So I would say, if you are gonna play gold, phasic rounds is fine. Silver, phasic rounds, totally fine. And that's a great thing because you don't have to worry about the enemies recharging their shield for, you know, 15 seconds. So that is a great thing. You could actually do a lot of damage on them and you could take them out. But on Platinum, I recommend more the Warp Rounds, especially Warp Rounds 4, because you get the huge damage bonus of 60%. I mean, 60% is massive. And that is exactly what I like to go for. Now, Incendiary Rounds 4, you get plus 50% damage. You know, I get that. And you get the damage over time. And that is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, that is a good thing. But after playing with this gun, unless you have something to detonate the a fire explosion with, I don't recommend it as much. Even though incendiary rounds is great, don't get me wrong, they're the best ammo type in the game. I get it, it's good. But I'm just saying, with this kind of gun on platinum, you're gonna want to go for more damage. You're gonna want to do what I'm doing here. You're gonna want to be able to take out enemies like this. You're gonna want to shoot phantoms and hurt them. You're gonna want to take out brutes, atlases, and primes. Oh my! All right, so you're gonna want to go for more weapon damage, and warp rounds are really good for it. Incendiary rounds do give you damage, and if that's all you have, take it. It's good. Go right ahead. Incendiary rounds will always be good. But I truly highly recommend warp rounds, and you'll see the difference if you try it. Out of all the ammo types, I recommend warp rounds the most. And after playing with this gun, testing out the different ammo types, I will tell you that I will say warp rounds is the best because you get the maximum amount of weapon damage if you spec out, kind of like with the gear that I did. You put the sniper rifle lamp, sniper rifle rail lamp, and you add, and you use a character they can take advantage of the bonuses that the Valiant has. Explosive rounds. Now, I will not even. Don't even think about it. Matter of fact, I'm not even. I'm gonna pretend I didn't even name that I even say explosive rounds because you don't want it. Drill rounds are fine. Drill rounds are fine. You can actually, you do get a damage bonus. You do get an armor piercing rating bonus. Not as high as the armor piercing rounds, but at least you get a lot of penetration and you can go through enemies, and do well. Now, disruptor rounds I do actually recommend for this gun as opposed to phasics because you do get a little bit of a damage bonus. You get a stun chance rating, you get electric combo, and at the same time, you still get some of the benefits that the phasic rounds would get, where you get shield regeneration delay for 8 seconds. The phasic rounds is 15 seconds, but at least the disruptor rounds give you. Disruptor rounds are good. I mean, I like disruptor rounds 4. You get a damage bonus of 25%. You still get the stun chance. It's stun chance rating, meaning that the enemies will get stunned and they'll get shocked, and you see them kind of doing a little break dance and all that, and then doing the electro boogie or something, which is really really good. Whatever. Now, cryo rounds, I'm really not a fan of for this gun. I love cryo rounds. Don't get me wrong, but for this gun, I'm not a big fan of unless you're playing on silver and bronze. Okay, and I do have to differentiate. If you're playing on silver and bronze, and you put that on this, you put those rounds on this gun, you are gonna have a fun game because it applies the ammo type right away, and you'll get a lot of marauders that are frozen. You're gonna get a lot of troopers that get frozen immediately, and a lot of Geth troopers, hunters. It's just a really good ammo type for silver and bronze. For gold, it is decent, but I recommend again warp rounds or armor piercing rounds. Let's talk about armor piercing rounds, guys. Armor piercing rounds 4 give you a plus 50% damage bonus. The armor piercing rating is 90%. So it really adds on to the little bit of armor piercing capabilities that you get with the damage barrel that you add onto the sniper rifle. Now there is a cap. There is a cap on the armor piercing rating, so I believe it's 90% overall. On armor piercing. So I am not exactly sure what's the cap on the amount of armor piercing you can have. But armor piercing rounds are still really good. If you don't want to use the heavy barrel, then you can use another one, the regular damage barrel. So like that, you're not increasing the weight. You want to go a little lighter and still get the armor piercing round. So the ammo types that I recommend the most for this gun will be number one, warp rounds, number two, armor piercing rounds, and then after that, I will go for something like drill rounds and incendiary rounds and disruptor rounds and everything else. So that's pretty much the way I would go. All right, I'm just being honest with you guys, and when it comes to also getting, how can I say it? Getting some additional bonuses with this gun. Let's say if you are one of those guys that you like headshots, if you're a PC player, that's going to be a little bit easier for you because obviously you have the mouse control and you can just really focus on headshots. You're going to want to go with some of the bonuses that come with these characters. Now, some people say, especially when you're specking out your characters, to not use headshot bonuses on the passives. I mean, you already get over 200% headshot bonus if you do, get a headshot. But I still like to put headshot bonuses on a lot of the characters that I use snipers with or that I use shotguns with because I use the Claymore, I use the Wraith quite a bit, and I do use the AT Raider. I like these kind of guns that you could get out close and personal, and you do a lot of headshots. If you're a PC guy, you should definitely be taking advantage of the targeting VIs. So, let's say you don't want to use your sniper rifle rail amp, not a problem. Take your targeting VI. Yes, you're going to miss out on the damage bonus. But if you are focused on headshots, a targeting VI3, VI2, or VI1 are truly going to help. And that is a good thing, by the way, on the console as well. If you're a big headshot guy, you like to do headshots, especially on gold. Gold is a lot of fun with the Valiant. You go with the targeting VI. Make sure that your passives on your character have headshot bonuses and go to town. Like I was talking about before, there are casters like sniper casters, like for example the Asari Vanguard. You have stasis on her. Use stasis quite a bit and snipe, stasis snipe, stasis snipe. I used to see that a lot in the past when I first started playing this game. There were a lot of stasis snipers all the time, everywhere, and it was a little bit of a weird build to watch here and there. I mean, you see some of these Asaris just running around, just you're expecting them to do nothing but biotic explosions, but then you see, you're watching a sniper character, and that is okay. That is the fun thing about this game, that you can create many different builds that can work. I mean, I've had people criticize some of my other builds, and mind you, I do use different builds. Like this is one thing that I do want to talk about here. I do get criticized on some of the videos with some of the builds, guys, and I do have alternate builds. I use many different builds. Sometimes I'll put a build on a video that I'm thinking would be the most well-rounded build for you, for somebody trying to get into platinum, for somebody just playing the game regular. Now, I do create alternate builds because for each character, I have maybe 3 to 4 builds that I use all the time that I'll change up. I mean, I'm not always using the same builds. So if you see a build of mine and you think, oh man, this is a bad build. Hey, that's not a problem. Comment on it. I probably already used your build. It's just that it's not. I'm not gonna create a video for every build that I come up with. Now, I will create at least maybe 1 or 2 alternate builds for certain characters. So, for example, the Geth Juggernaut. The Geth Juggernaut, I got quite a few comments on my previous build, and that's okay. That is okay. I was trying to create, overall build that would give you, the shield, the hex shield, will give you the siege pulse, and give you some other bonuses. But I am creating an alternate build, another video that I can take out, and do a few things. So, the same thing with the Cabal. The Cabal, I have another build that I use constantly. So, I want you guys to know that. Definitely recommend putting your builds in the comments. I'm definitely interested to hear more about it, and even put your challenges in the comments. Some people have asked me, how can I get challenges to you? Just put them in the comments. I read them. I read about 99.9% of the comments that you guys post. I mean, that's surprising, but I really do. I actually take out time. I go back and I respond to a lot of you guys, and I get a lot of very surprising responses that I actually respond pretty quickly. So that's the other thing there. Now, I'm going back to the targeting VI. All right, if you're on PC, go for it. Go for it. Go for headshots. Just definitely go. And again, talking about builds, passives, take some headshot bonuses. If you're a caster, obviously you're not going to want the headshot. You're going to want the power damage bonuses if you're going to use mostly biotic powers. But if you have a caster, like in a Star Vanguard, that she is specifically a build for sniping, a stasis sniper, then just put the headshot bonuses. There's an additional 20% on top, and it works out. Put a targeting VI. Now, this is the one complaint I do have about the targeting VIs. When you look at the description on the equipment screen, it doesn't tell you the actual damage. And I believe that there is someone online on the Virus social network who can actually give you the amounts, the count, how much of a weapon damage you actually get, or how much damage. I'm sorry, how much damage. How much damage bonuses you do get by using them. So I don't know the details. I mean, you just get applies a level 1 targeting VI. Really, what the heck is a freaking level 1? So that's a little frustrating for me. But the targeting VIs do seem to do a lot of damage, especially when you're working on headshots. So whether you're on console, PC, if you are on PC, it's preferably for you because you have the bonuses of the mouse. Headshots are a lot easier on PC. On console, if you are really good with headshots, go with the targeting VI. The Valiant X works very, very well, and it's really good for headshots. Now, I don't do a lot of headshots on this gameplay. And in all honesty, when I'm going for headshots, and I maybe I will show you guys some gameplay, I like to use the Korean Marksman. Korean Marksman is so good for headshots. I usually get my headshot, 20 headshot medal by wave 3 or wave 4 on console. Alright, this is on console, guys. So I may even create some gameplay showing you guys that. I'm thinking it'll really shock and surprise you guys because that guy's really, really good, especially on gold. Sometimes when I pug gold, I'll just take that guy and do some headshots. Now, with this guy and the Valiant 10, I am actually going to go and pug it for a little bit. I want to see how, I mean, because I already did this here on Platinum, using the Valiant 10, using my warp rounds, using the sniper rifle rail amp, and my gear bonuses and everything. He did so good. I mean, we did so great. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, I was even amazed how fast I was getting kills. And not only that, obviously, this is the Geth Infiltrator. He does make the guns better. Yes, he is very powerful. He's extremely squishy. And I hate getting dropped with this guy. You have to actually pace yourself. You can't get as aggressive as you want to be. And with the Valiant, I mean, it's a sniper rifle. You're going to want to stay back a little bit anyways. So, I am going to see if I can take out some time to pug it with this guy and take the Valiant 10 and see what I can do, because this is Platinum gameplay. And even here on Platinum, with these bonuses, with Tactical Cloak, with the Proxy Mine bonus and the Geth Hunter mode bonuses, and all the mods that I put in the weapon and the ammo types, it really did help this gun out. Okay, but again, like I told you before, you can you can put this gun on caster classes. You can put this gun on even engineers. I mean, it's a really good gun for everyone. So I think it works out. I do like the Valiant. Again, it's not the most powerful sniper rifle. Most likely, you'll probably want to go with the Black Widow or even the Widow. The Widow is one shot, but if you know how to reload cancel, you'll actually do very, very well. So, this is not the best sniper rifle in the game. If you try it, make sure that you play smart with it. That you do something like this. That you put it on a character that you know is going to take advantage of the bonuses that you can have. For example, rate of fire, accuracy. You're going to want damage bonuses. All those bonuses work out really, really well. So that's kind of one of what you want to do with this guy. But again, there are other snipers that are better than this sniper. And it is what it is. Not every sniper is supposed to be the best, but I would say the Valiant ranks up there. And again, like you can see in this gameplay, we're pretty much just tearing everything apart. Now, if you'll notice here, there's a reason. There is also another reason why I like warp rounds for the Valiant. Banshees. Warp rounds are really good against barriers. I mean, not great against shields, but they're really good against barriers. So even if you play against Reapers and you're hitting Banshees and trying to take down the barriers, warp rounds are really good against it. Warp runs are also really good against Praetorians, especially since they have a lot of barriers. So that is also another reason why I prefer warp rounds. And fine, you could have phasics or disruptor rounds. I'll be for that, but still, something like warp rounds still do give you more weapon damage, and at the same time, helps against barriers. So this is my review again for the Valiant 10. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is amazing gameplay. I think we did really, really good. It was tough. The team got stuck up there, so I was the lone survivor on this one, which is very rare. Mostly everybody usually extracts. But it is what it is, guys. We still did it. We got an extraction, and this is my review of the Valiant 10. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you got it, rock it. If you got it to Valiant 10, just let me know about it. Invader one out.